and welcome to a new video. And it's the 33rd upgrade from May 2022, as you can see on the box. So, what's inside that box? Well, first of all, the bottle post, we can see paper and we can see the artwork. So the artwork was made by the co-captain, which is Tantani. She's named Tanya. She's currently based in Germany, and well, she loves to draw. It's original, isn't it? Yeah, she apparently she uses a lot of watercolors, I'd say. But anyway, what we can see first, and what I won't use today, is first of all the paper, St. Cuthbert's Mill. It's watercolor paper made of 100% cotton and is traditionally produced on a cylinder mold machine. Each sheet is powdered with calcium carbonate to protect and preserve the finished works. The surface of the paper has an unmistakable, unique texture, which is created through the use of natural woolen felt and is strengthened with a layer of gelatin. The paper absorbs moisture and is therefore particularly suitable for painting technique, and has even been awarded by the Royal Watercolor Society. It's cold press. It's oh, we don't have the GSM. I think it's 300 GSM, I'd say. Yeah, I don't know. It's not said. But anyway, another thing we won't use is the water tank brush from the brand Upcrate. You can fill it by holding the tip into water and squeezing the handle, which will suck the water into the tank. Save yourself the hassle of unscrewing and filling up the tap and continue painting straight away. Well, that's a good thing to know. Another stuff is the Lavish Faux brush by Leonardo, French brand. Lavish Faux is a French brand. It's the 100 ROO. It retails for €7 each, and it's size 0. So Lavish Faux brushes have been handmade in France since 1779, 10 years before the Revolution. Anyway, the synthetic fibers are two-tone and are held in place by 4 triple copper ridges. The round brush tip has a diameter of 5.5 mm and is 23 mm long and tapers to a point at the front without a ferrule or tube. This construction is stable and durable, and I didn't understand what I just read, but anyway. What we will use today is the Windsor & Newton drawing ink in 14 milliliter. So I had brown, brown one. You have a selected color in your box. It retails for €3.3. So these inks are made from high quality dyes bonded with shellac. Okay. The latter are very color intensive and are particularly suitable for colorful expressive works. All Windsor & Newton drawing inks are water resistant. White, Indian black and gold are pigmented and light fast. All 25 colors in this range can be used with brushes and dip pens and are loved by designers, artists and illustrators. What I have to say is it's not like Indian ink or stuff like that. It's much more clearer, and I think it's more diluted than other inks. What we have, watercolor half pans, so I had a yellow and a brown, I don't remember, I think it was Indian yellow and a red, something like that, a lilac tone, so we had two half pans, so it's a yellow and a lilac tone. Anyway, and it retails for £2.35 each. Van Gogh are really good quality watercolors, but it's made by Royal Tenants. Anyway, like their namesake, these brilliant transparent watercolors come from Holland. Their pure pigments and even consistency make the colors easy to mix and work with. The range is characterized by high color strength and light fastness and comes in student and artist quality. Yes, so it's not the cheapest one, but they're very well pigmented. So anyway, and that was it. There's Watercolor Dots by Scream Watercolors. So it's a bit particular, it's just dots of watercolor. It retails for €10. It's we had seven of these dots. It was so for the two huge one it was Pacific Blue and Deep Orange, and for the little ones it was a Cosmic Wave, Ra Gold, Moon Dust, Osiris Red and Atlantis. The tip is to make sure to let the color work on your brush until the water has dissolved the pigments, then your result will be more opaque and luminous. And we have an interview of the founder of Scream Watercolors, who is called Muhammad, but goes by the nickname Mo. They're a small manufacturer for watercolors in Stuttgart, and they produce watercolors for artist-grade paints. Right from the start, their focus was on producing colors that virtually nobody else in the world offers, and they managed to do that quickly became better known, especially through social media. Scream Watercolors came about from two ideas. On the one hand, they wanted to produce special colors, and on the other hand, they wanted to establish an environmentally friendly. I really need to learn how to say environmentally friendly production of watercolors. After a long development, this has also succeeded. Our production uses hardly any water and energy, and the colors dry extremely quickly. At first, they were completely from a room, until at some point it was no longer possible. What do your products offer? Well, our products ranges consist purely of watercolors. We offer metallic watercolors, color-changing watercolors, special holographic or luminous watercolors, as well as normal, highly pigmented watercolors in standard shade. We also have a specialty product called the Rainbow that creates an imitation rainbow on black paper. We simply want to offer a wide range of colors to create works of art that have never been seen before, and we believe that you need the familiar but also the new to ideally combine them and create new works of art. So yeah, I really like the tin can, the little box. It's surprising to have dots watercolor. I'm not really used to it, but anyway, it was very shiny with lots of metal palettes in them, but anyway. And I'm using the sketchbook, the watercolor sketchbook we had in the Upcrate 31, from March 2022. But anyway, there are some tips by the co-captain. 4 tips. Waterproof drawing inks can serve as a good base for watercolor paintings, because unlike watercolor, they're not water solvable, which means you can paint over them without lifting the color. You can use it for lining your sketch to get rid of the graphite pencil, or even to do a subtle underpainting, which will help bringing all your colors together easier. Just make sure you let your ink dry properly for at least an hour before starting to paint over it. I didn't use it like that, but anyway. Did you know that mixing watercolors is a bit of chemistry experiment? Okay. Aim to mix not more than 2-3 pigments at a time to get a nice and pure vibrant colors. Every new pigment you bring into your mix will make your color less vibrant and potentially muddy. Anyway, and not all watercolors, of course, are not single pigmented, so if you have more than one pigment in your pan and you want to mix, just do it nicely and easy to not have a muddy color. Treat your watercolor paper gently. Quality of paper is very important, of course. Avoid introducing any grease and oil to your paper before starting to paint, and try to minimize the damage you do to the paper when sketching and erasing. So personally, the co-captain prefers to prepare a sketch on a different piece of paper first and then trace it on the watercolor sheet to do as little damage as possible, and that's what I do, so that's why you don't see the sketching part very often, because I do it digitally actually, and print it and just trace it on the paper. But anyway, paint spreads easier and more evenly on the paper that haven't been exhausted, and you also avoid paper piling and lumping under your brush this way. And she likes to finish off her artwork with some line art. Treat your line art as an equally important element of your work, just as the drawing or painting process are, because it's true. Yes, of course, line art is no exclusion to a good final piece. Use line weight and layering of color to emphasize your shadows and highlights. Let your line be fluid and lively, to emphasize dynamic and movement. The rule of thumb with dynamic line art is lines get thicker and darker towards the shadow and bottom part of the artwork, while elements that are in the light and highlight might not even need line art at all. Bonus tip, try not to have your line art look too uniform. Change things up a little from time to time and match the rhythm of your lines. Having, for example, precise spaces in between parallel lines or too many elements of the same size or shape can make your artwork look boring. Some hacks by Crystal Pixel. Prepare your colors. Yeah, of course, just add water to it. Try out different amounts of water. Okay, and water down your paint. So it's watercolors, not acrylic, so you need to add water to it, a lot of water. Just mix more paint and water than you think you will need. Don't push your colors around too much. Hold your paper at an angle. Oh, okay. This will let you 30 degrees should be fine. This will let your water flow evenly, work your way down. It takes a while to learn, but after a while, this will become your new normal. Okay. That's it. We have Greta as a sailor of the month. Oh, okay. She did a student internship with Upcrate at the beginning of April, and she will have maybe a holiday job with them. Okay, fine. We also have they push artists at the front, so we have Anne, a freelance artist from Russia. You can follow her on Inigo Art on Instagram. I think it was of course how to say it. It's a political stance at this point to put Ukrainian and Russian artists on the front, and you can see on the little thing to cut for the battle that there's a peace and love sign. But anyway, she has tips. So Anna has tips for watercolors. Use thick paper, at least 200 GSM. Don't forget to change the water. Choose the brush size based on the size of your drawing. Yeah, okay. Use transparent paints without white pigment in the composition in order to be able to create new shades by layering, and pay attention to what colors and how many different ones you mix. The fewer different colors in the mixture, the purer the final color is. Okay, we also have a lot of explanation by La Petite Ruse. Okay, yeah, explanations. We have also tips from Paulat's ID. So Paulina from a little city in Russia too. Okay. For example, she says that all your materials have to be clean. Change water very often. Use ceramic palette. It doesn't absorb the paints like a plastic one, and you will use it longer. And try a little sketch before starting a big painting to think about your color mixes. Maybe you will change around something and save your big artwork from experiments. Okay. There's the results of the 30th Upcrate battle. It was February 2022. It was Let's Jump into Your Otherwise World. And the 31st Upcrate battle, Miraculous Creatures, from March 2022. Okay, it wasn't, no, it's not the winners, it's some entries. Okay, I don't understand what's it. And we have Clodwig put on the end, and another artist, Ricky Bestiki. So anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. And as usual, I wish you a good day, a good evening, a good morning, a good afternoon, or a great night, whenever and wherever you're watching this video. Bye!